Hey everyone, welcome back to Active Body Clear Mind. Today we're going to be working on the form of different types of broad jumps. So regular broad jump and a sideways broad jump. So broad jumps are great in ACL prevention because they help you work on landing, which is a very important part of any kind of sport. And they also work on explosive power, so it's kind of a 2-for-1 type deal. So we're going to go over the proper body mechanics for the different broad jumps. So the first broad jump we're going to go over is the normal broad jump. So we're going to start in a similar position to the squat jump. Feet shoulder width apart, arms up. When we load, we're going to drop our hips back, arms going to go back, and we're going to push our arms forward when we jump. So we really want to throw our arms forward to help us gain some momentum and a little bit more distance. And we want to make sure we're jumping kind of flat. We don't want to jump up, we just want to jump out. And you want to land on the balls of your feet. You don't want to land on your toes, and you don't want to land on your heels. And you want to land as softly as possible. All right, so we're going to try that again. Down, explode, land low. Make sure your knees don't cave in. You want to push your knees out because that's going to get you at a greater risk of tearing while jumping and while we're trying to build up that strength. And it'll become automatic. Your knees will automatically go out when you don't even have to think about it when you're in the middle of a game. We're going to get a sideways look. Hands up. Loading. Forward. Like that. I did it in kind of slow motion. You want to go all at once. So first, you kind of just want to do one. Stand up. Make sure your feet are shoulder width apart. Do another one. But to progress this, we're going to do multiple in a row. So we're going to do 2. And then we're going to progress it even further. Like that. So we're going to start progressing by doing 2 in a row, but standing up in between quickly. Next, we're going to progress where we're not standing up. All right, next up we have the side broad jump. So our lower body loading is going to be the same, and we're going to start with our arms up the same, but our arm movement when we're loading is going to be different. So you probably just want to practice this a couple times without jumping, just to kind of get the form down. Start up, and you're going to bring them down to the side, because we're going to be jumping out this way. So we're just going to do that a couple times. Once we get the loading down, we're going to try and piece it all together. So the key to this is, again, landing on the balls of your feet. But you want both feet to leave the ground and touch the ground at the same time. A lot of people will push off if they're going in this direction. They'll end up pushing off with their right foot and landing with the left foot. We don't want that. So we're going to go shoulder width apart, up, load, over. Again, we want to focus more on jumping out than up and getting height. Because getting height is going to lower our explosiveness and lower the distance that we get. This is kind of an unnatural-ish movement, so it may take you a little bit to get the form down. So next, we're going to progress it the same way. We're going to do 2 in a row, standing up in between, and then 2 in a row without standing up. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing, but on the other side. That way. Down, that way. Once we got that down, we're going to try our first jump. Once we get that down, definitely practice that a couple times before you progress. Again, make sure our knees are not caving in. We want to make sure our knees are pushed out. A little tip for when practicing these is to use lines on a football field or on the turf, or mark out 5 yards. You want to be able to get the same amount going one direction as the other direction. So I might start at the 5-yard line, do 3 in a row, make it to the 10-yard line. So now, when I'm going to the left, I want to make sure I make it back to that 5-yard line to ensure that we're getting the power in both directions. Thank you for watching.